Okay, in this video we're going to create a contact page for our store. This will enable your customers to email you directly and send you messages. So what we need to do is go to our dashboard and let's go to our plugins, and we'll add a new free plugin called Contact Form 7 I'll use for this one. So we'll hit the Add New button and type in Contact Form 7. There it is. And here it is. It's a good, simple, free email contact form builder. And I'll hit the Install Now button. And now the Activate button. Once you've activated it, you're going to see a Contact tab come up on the left-hand side over there. Now let's go in and add a new form. By default, it already generates a generic form for you, which has got your name, your email, a subject, and a text area for typing in, and a submit box. We've got a bunch of tabs on the top. If you want to add some extra fields, you can. If you want to add an email field, let's just add one in. Put your cursor where you want to put your new field. Just click on the field there. If you want to make it a required field so they have to fill it in, just check that little box there and hit the Insert tag. And it's got telephone, number, dates, text area, drop down menus, checkboxes, radio buttons. You know, if you want to ask them a little question. Checkboxes are for multiple questions. Radio buttons are sort of yes or no answers. You know, you can either check one button or the other. So let's give it a question. Have you shopped with us before? And then we'll just drop down, we'll put our little radio buttons in there. And we want yes or no, simple answers. And insert that tag there. Okay, I mean, obviously you go on and put in whatever you feel like putting in, play with it, it doesn't hurt, you can always just delete it later. Once you've put in what you want to hit the Save button. And just to explore these other tabs here, on the Mail tab, this is our setup email for our WordPress, but you can put any email that you want it to be sent to there, and you can say who it's been from, and the subject, additional stuff you can put in there. Messages, this is what happens after they fill it out and send it. Thank you for your message. You can change these and put in what you want to. I find these generics are pretty good for, you know, just about anything. And there's error messages for if they fill it out wrong. Additional settings, you're probably not going to want to deal with this unless you're familiar with JavaScript code or any other sort of code. You can put extra code in here for your form. So once we're happy with it and we've saved it, we need to copy this little shortcode here. The shortcode is what's between those brackets there, and you want to include the brackets. So if I just right click and copy. Now let's go and create a Contact Us page. So if we go to Pages and Add New, and I'll call it Contact Us, funnily enough. Now all we need to do is paste that little shortcode in the text field here. There it is. Now let's take a look at it. We're going to want to edit it, I'm sure, but let's just take a look at what we've got so far. And preview the changes. And here we are. Here's our Contact Us page. Here's the name field. Here's the email field that we put in there. And the subject field. And here's that little radio button, have you shopped with us before, just down underneath there. We've got a right sidebar here. I'm not too happy with that. I'll probably get rid of that. So let's just go back into the page editor, and just down below let's say I'm going to make mine full width, no sidebar whatsoever. And above the form, let's put some information. Let's say get in touch. Also call. Put in your number. And let's put in office hours. Okay, and let's just make this bold. Actually, I'll make that a little heading, why not? All I'm doing is selecting it, drop down menu here, making it heading 2. This one, select the phone number, I'm going to make it bold. There's italic, there's bullet points, there's if you want to make it a block quote. You can align it left, align it to the middle, align it right, add a hyperlink if you want the text or image to link to something, get rid of the hyperlink, insert a read more tag. This actually will give us more tools underneath right here for those of you that are not familiar with WordPress. You've got some more little text options here, strike through, horizontal line, your text color, paste as text, clear your formatting, special characters, decrease indent, increase indent, undo, redo, and play around with it. If you're not familiar with it, just play around with it. You can't do any damage. Worst comes to worst, you just got to type it out again. Okay, so we made that bold and we made that bold. With WordPress, when you actually, let's just get rid of this. I'm going to put these on the same line a minute. When you just hit your return key, it actually drops it down 2 spaces. If you want a shorter space in between, I'll just take that back to how it was. Push Shift and return, and it'll give less space in between there. But that's actually right. We'll have 2 spaces there. I know that's driven some people crazy. They've asked me about that. Why do I always get 2 spaces when I want 1? And that is why. So okay, we've done that. Let's have a quick look. We'll update it and preview our changes. And now let's have a look at our page. Here we are. We've got our get in touch. You can also call the telephone number or office hours. And then our form is underneath there. Not quite sure why we've got 2 lots of names. Let's have a quick look at our form to make sure I didn't do anything crazy. Back to our form. Oh yeah, I put in that extra email when I was demonstrating just now, and I didn't put a space between it. So that's why we've got 2 just below each other there. If I just put a space between it this time and save it. Now if we go back and refresh, should put a gap between those 2. There you go. But we really don't need 2 email fields, so I'll just go ahead and delete that. And make sure we've got a space. So we've now got your name and your email and subject with a nice space in between. Save that. Back to our form and refresh. There we go. There's our little radio button at the bottom. So that's how to add contact form 7 to your WordPress site. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and GreatWebDesign.com. Thanks for watching. If you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe to our channel.